Hey guys, Bearded Viking Gamer here, and today I have some more pickups and stuff for you. Also, a new device or piece for the Nintendo Switch that I've been looking for a while. So let's jump right to it and let me show you guys what I've picked up this week. All right, guys. So here we have it. So while I was in the stores and stuff, I see little things. I always look for little stuff to improve the little game room and little pieces and figures and stuff. Like I have little ones throughout this whole thing, and I love just doing that stuff on some of the shelves, even on this backside that you guys can't see. But here's a little World of Nintendo collectible figure. This is only a couple bucks or whatever, but still very cool. He's got Cappy and stuff on there, so it'll be cool to put that in the game room. There's a small one right here. Here's a couple more things that I saw. These are pretty neat. This is on the Hot Wheels end of things, and there's quite a bit. So if you actually look at the stores, you'll see a couple different Hot Wheels. But here's Peach. This is Koopa Troopa. This is who I always am when I'm playing Mario Kart. And then, of course, Donkey Kong, the three that I picked up right now. And there's actually a whole collection back there. You can actually see them here on screen. But it's kind of cool that they even put those kind of out there. Love that type of stuff. So those are cool little things to have in the racers. It's neat that they did that. All right, so this is something I've been looking for a long time for the Nintendo Switch. And just because of some of those shooters I had in the previous video, I had a collection, an alpha collection that I did for the Switch. And I showed some gameplay, and it's all side-scrolling shooters and stuff. But this is an accessory that I've been wanting for the Switch for a long time. Never knew where to get it. And turns out it's actually a Kickstarter program. And a buddy of mine who's 8-Bit Glitch told me about this through Instagram. He messaged me through here, or I think it was actually through the YouTube comments in there. And he told me where to go get this. He left a link. So I'm going to copy that link and put it down below so you guys can find it on your stuff too if you're in here looking. But this is what it was. This is what I've been wanting. Been looking for this forever. And there it is. It's a little flip grip. And this is actually an accessory where here's actually the flip grip itself. It's actually made very well. And what you do is, for those shooters and stuff that are vertical shooters, you slide your Joy-Cons and stuff in here, and you put your Switch in so it's vertical this way. And those games switch it up, and I'll show you guys some stuff we're actually with it playing stuff right now. And what it is when those things are playing, those games look freaking awesome when they're going up and down now. It gives you a much more real estate on the game and stuff like that. So when you're playing through it, you actually feel like you're actually in one of the arcades rather than going just side-scrolling like Gradius. This one's moving up and down the way they should be. And I've been wanting an accessory like this for a very long time. It's really neat that they have that. Now, to release it, you would just slide your finger in the back of here where the eject piece is, and you flip your finger out like that, and your Switch comes right out. And you can throw it any which way you want. Now, just on a side note, not all games work for the flip grip, so that's a side note. So you guys can't just turn every single Switch shooter into that. So certain games have to accommodate that. And certain ones, like I showed you guys in a video before, I had the Psycho Collection Shooting Stars Alpha Collection, okay? Well, here is coming the mail now, and this is the Collector's Edition Bravo. So this looks just like the other one that I had, but this has Gunbird 1, 2, and 3, Samurai Aces 1, 2, and 3. It's freaking just awesome. These are awesome little things, and you have the soundtrack. You have collectible cards. You have all the CDs for all the soundtrack on here. And of course, all the games physical on a cartridge, which is freaking neat. And 5 out of the 6 games on here do the vertical switch. So this is another whole set that will do the vertical adjustment on the games there. Super happy to have that in there. So that's another game collection thing for the Switch that I ended up picking up. Here was one at a pawn shop, and this is a cool shooter. This is for the Nintendo Wii. And this is Sin and Punishment Star Successor. If you guys haven't seen this game on here, let me show you the back of it real quick there. You're aiming with the remote, and your guy is moving on the sides of the screens, and you're shooting that way. So it's a different type of shooter, but I love that type of stuff on here. And the Wii had just weird games like that. So I love picking up weird stuff like that you just don't normally see. Sin and Punishment for sure, it's a lot of fun. You guys should look out for that one. It's not very expensive either. I want to say it's maybe a $12 game or so. But I got it super cheap at the pawn shop. Here was one on here. This was on sale. This was these two actually. I picked up two from Walmart here. And this one's Owlboy. Never played this one on here, but I saw it on the for the Switch. Super happy to have that on there. And that's a platformer. I just haven't played it yet, but I looked up reviews, and the reviews look really cool on it. And of course, this series is a very weird series, but this is a Katamari Damacy reroll on the Switch. And these were on their markdown stuff at the Walmart by my house, so neat having that stuff on here. So I can't wait to jump into that one. The other Katamari, there's just crazy games, man. All right, so here is a Super Nintendo game that I didn't have, and I have it for different stuff. But pick this one up super cheap. This is Space Ace for the Super Nintendo. Super happy to have that in there. And then I had this Genesis game, so I'm going to have to pull this Genesis game out of the Genesis collection because now I have it complete in box. And actually, it's not complete in box. I'm missing the manual. But this is Zero Tolerance. And this is that Doom shooter. It's a Doom style, but space and everything just like that. You can see blood and stuff running down the walls and things like that, but it's freaking awesome for the Genesis, and this is not expensive at all. Zero Tolerance, just a really cool shooter, just run and gun type deal. Totally like a Doom successor like that. Cool. Now, I am a huge fan of dungeon crawlers, like the old dungeon crawlers. I love stuff. I wish they made these games because I used to play them on PC. I used to play Lands of Lore, Anvil of Dawn, all these games. I loved these games when they were Stone Keep. I used to play all those on the PC, and I wish they could bring some of those either to the Saturn or the Sega CD or something. I do have a Dungeon Master 2 Skull Keep. Those type of dungeon crawlers, I love them, where you're cruising through the dungeons and just taking your time and mapping out your stuff. I love games like that. So if you guys have any ideas on ones that have made it to consoles that are freaking fantastic dungeon crawlers like those games I mentioned, let me know in the comments down below because I'm looking out for things like that. So I did pick up some. I did pick up one for the DS, and this is freaking cool. This one's Orcs and Elves. Totally like the stuff I'm looking for. Check that out. You see, I don't know if you can see that on the back, but freaking awesome little DS game there. Cool. And then this one I had picked up actually on eBay for under $20, but it's still sealed. And this is a Mazes of Fate. But I got it because of that old look. Look at that. I'm totally opening this sucker and playing it. I'm not leaving it sealed. I can't because I love this type of stuff. So, looks freaking awesome though. Look at that. So if you guys have anything on any of the systems with, a little more graphical power, let me know because I'm always looking. And one other one that I did pick up, this one is complete in box, but this is Wizardry 5 for the Super Nintendo here. Complete in box. Awesome little dungeon crawler. Super happy to have that. And the last one here, guys. This one here was, I had picked this up in a previous video a while back, but this is the collector's edition for Prey. I don't know if you ever played this on the PC, but this was an alien type Doom shooter. So it's a first person shooter, but you have all this different technology, and this has all the pieces with it. It has these little figurines in it, and you have the art book and instructions and games and all that stuff in here. And I picked it up for, this was $15, this whole tin set, so of Prey for the 360. Freaking cool little game. I still love it. I originally played it on the PC, but having it on a console like that is freaking awesome as well. But it's super neat to have stuff like that. I love these shooters. Again, if you guys can know of any dungeon crawlers like that for either the Sega CD, Sega Saturn, even handhelds like that, even modern stuff. I just don't know what's out there. I've been looking, and I would love to have like Anvil of Dawn or those types that were on the old PCs back then. That style back in even retro would be perfect for the Switch if they made some stuff like this. So if you guys know of anything like that, leave a comment down below. Stay safe out there. This is crazy little times right now with all the coronavirus stuff hitting out there. Stay safe. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and we'll see you next week. Appreciate it.